Greetings all, Nick here, back to read your comments. I have Justin, the official comedy ready man. We're going to start with a comment from our 500 sub channel update.
This was from Judge Dredd, the Law. Congrats, brother. You're going to be at 1,000 in no time. Maybe by the time FFG decides to release the Guns for Hire?
Yes, thank you very much for that. And on the back of this, I'm making this my goal. We are going to get to 1,000 before Guns for Hire's release. We know it's happening October? Question mark is my response to that.
Maybe it'll come out tomorrow.
Yeah,
That'd be
exactly.
nice.
But we don't know. I'm going to rant about this when I do the unboxing because this is not
Bad.
good from FFG. They were doing so well with their releases. They were getting back on top of it. We were getting like consistent 3-month turnarounds from the announcement, that kind of stuff. But Guns for Hire has just been very disappointing, especially considering we know everything that's come out of the pack. And we've just been proxying it for ages now. But I'm not going to rant about that now. Thank you so much for the comment, Judge Dredd.
We can leave that for all the minutes later.
Yeah. Thanks for the comment, Judge Dredd, the Law. Always appreciate the support you've given me. By the way, I know you've been here since the very beginning of the channel, so thank you again for that.
Yeah. The next one is from Hawktopus9 from the last comments video. Love the cheery attitude you guys have. A nice change from, the internet.
Thank you for that. I do try. I focus on, with this channel, talking about things that I enjoy and trying not to rant too much. Like, for example, last week we did a video on the Han Solo crew card. We're pretty down on that card. I don't like it. I don't think it's worth taking. But the point of that video was not just to be angry and rant and that's it. We're saying, hey, this is a bit of a disappointment, but we have directions to go in. FFG can improve on this and it can be a cool thing. And in general, with the stuff on my channel, I want to focus on positivity. And I think you guys do too, because generally the comments we get are very positive. And speaking of which, we have some comments from that Han crew card video.
The first one is from Robin LC. First, also, Han cards states you need to use the card to change focus to hits, or you can use it as a normal target lock, making it more useful. I think Han is better when he's put on a ship with fire control systems so it can constantly keep the target lock. Plus, with Han, it allows you then not to use expertise and use another EPT instead. But this is coming from an Imperial player, so...
Yep, that's fair enough. I realised after I put that video out, I was pretty much making the stance that Han is just bad and has no value. That's not true. If you're rolling dice and you have way more focus than blank results, then Han on average does better. The problem is that situation alone is relatively low odds. And if you were to just use a target lock regularly, you might just roll all hit results. So the odds of getting the value out of him is low. There is value there. And obviously you make the choice of whether to use him normally or with the regular target lock on the fly. That's the whole idea. And you increase your odds very slightly across the board if you do that. But for 2 points in a crew slot, that's the issue. It's the value isn't there.
Yeah. In the end, it is a choice between having one or the other, but we just think this one isn't quite worth it.
That's right. And actually, I didn't mention in the video, I, in general, would take Rey over Han every day of the week. Unless you just can't take actions whatsoever if you have like a very stress-heavy build with a Ghost. But Rey lets you retain focus tokens if you don't use them. Just like a target lock. Which means if you have target locks incidentally, which you need target locks to use Han either way, if you had Rey present, you're much more likely to have focus tokens present. And a target lock and a focus token is way better than just using a target lock or using Han's ability. If you can combo those together, you're getting pretty much all of your dice converting into hits every single attack. It's far better than Han's ability, mathematically speaking. There is no question about that. And that's kind of what I feel like has happened with Han. I don't feel like he was really that well thought out. And now that the game has evolved so much since then, it just kind of went, okay, look, we kind of made a mistake with this concept. They've made a better version in expertise. They've made better crew slots in stuff like Rey and just about every other Rebel crew they have. So it kind of makes sense that, yeah, we've moved on. The problem is it's Han Solo. That's my problem with this.
Yeah.
I want a good Han Solo card. It's Star Wars. Why is the Han Solo card bad? And that's just what it boils down to. So, yeah, I see what you're saying. He doesn't have zero value. He just has very low value and is not a competitive choice amongst everything else Rebel can take.
The next one is from Michael Riley. Han Solo crew is for huge ships which never have focus and cannot spend focus. A CR-90 with weapons engineer and Han Solo is a good combination.
Completely agreed. And this is something I should have mentioned in the video. Han is great with Epic. Just like the Wookiee Commandos, they're not great at interacting with focus results. But the fact of the matter is, Epic ships cannot get focus tokens at all. So the idea is you take Han and you're getting a lot more value out of this kind of stuff. Even if you have upgrades that can assign focus tokens to a ship, Epic ships state, point blank, if they ever get a stress or a focus tokens, they just go away immediately. So if you have a way of interacting with focus results, it's often a very powerful thing with Epic ships. And I should have mentioned that. I just focus very much on standard gameplay. I often forget Epic's a thing because it's so under-supported when it comes to like competitive play and that kind of stuff. And maybe we should talk more about Epic, but I just get the feeling that there's not a lot of interest around it. If I'm wrong on that, say so in the comment section. If you want me to talk about Epic, I will.
Also, you're a Scum player and you don't have many Epic builds.
Scum are all right with Epic, with the Sea-Rock now, but Epic is very much dominated by Imperials with the Raider.
Yeah.
Which is cool, because Imperials need something right now. Yes, absolutely right. I should have said that, and I apologise.
And the final one is from Blood Rain. What do you guys think should be the next Epic Scum? My vote goes to Jabba's Star Jewel with a Z95 and maybe Title.
Yeah, okay. This is interesting. I'm not of the opinion that every faction must have 2 epic ships. But if we are going to look at having another epic scum ship, we want to kind of fit it into the gameplay. We're probably looking at a ship that functions similarly to the Blockade Runner or the Raider. Because those are like the Rebel and Imperial versions of epic ships that have a lot of ordnance, do a lot of work. They're not like the support ships like the Rebel Transport or the Assault Carrier or the Sea-Rock Cruiser. So when you're talking about Jabba's Star Jewel, I might be wrong here, but I see that more as a support ship.
It is a yacht, so
yeah, it feels a lot like the Sea-Rock. That's my issue with it, and maybe that's probably not a better option. I think something like a Crusader class Corvette could be sick on the Scum faction.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, make it function similarly to the Blockade Runner. I don't know. I actually quite like the idea that the factions are different, and making them like they all have one support and one heavy hitting epic each kind of feels a bit boring to me. But if they're going to add one more Scum epic, it's like, oh, what else are they going to do? Yeah. I mean, I guess they could run with 2 support ships, but I don't know. It's a hard question to answer. I mean, okay, in terms of flavour, yeah, sure. The Star Jewel would be fantastic. It would be very exciting.
Yeah.
In terms of what's best for the game, I don't think so.
Well, I don't think it should be, mainly just because we've already got a Jabba card.
Yeah, that's true as well. Usually, if FFG put a certain character into the game that already had a different ship, it's usually an indication of they're not going to build that ship. For example, Juno Eclipse was a pilot on the TIE Advanced, which pretty much means we're not going to get Starkiller's ship from The Force Unleashed. It's a big ship that cloaks. It would have been cool, but...
It would have been so cool.
But functionally, when we're talking about cloaking, big ships and cloaking is a very dangerous thing to approach.
Yeah.
I can understand why they wouldn't want to do that. It's the same thing here with Jabba. The fact that Jabba is on the Sea-Rock Cruiser... The Hutt Cartel does use Sea-Rock Cruisers, so it makes sense, but the fact that they've done that means they might not want to do the Star Jewel.
Yeah.
It means that, okay, we're not going to put Jabba on his ship or put him on a different ship to kind of indicate, yeah, Jabba's in the game, but he's not going to get his own ship.
Yeah.
This makes me very nervous because they're putting Darth Maul probably on the Phantom 2, and I really want Darth Maul's ship in the game. Yeah. But given the pattern we're seeing FFG do with their expansions, that might not happen, and that makes me so sad.
Well, we've still got that extra slot missing in between.
Oh, yeah, but it could be in any... we don't know. We got Wave 12 and Wave 13. Probably getting more stuff in Wave 13. Wave 12 might have another pack. It might be an expansion pack in between waves. We just don't know.
Yeah.
We just don't know. Saying that there's one extra slot doesn't really guarantee anything at this point.
No. But it's nice to hope.
It is very nice to hope. I really want the Gauntlet Fighter in the game.
Yeah.
We'll see if it happens. But yeah, I'd love the Star Jewel to be in the game. I just don't think it's probably what the game needs right now, is my answer to that.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thanks for all the nice comments. Keep them coming.
Like and subscribe and like our Facebook.
And we'll see you later.
Yeah. Bye.